video slash live stream. Today, we're going to be getting set up to. We're going to be getting set up to set up the BIOS on the PC that we've been building. So just quick overview of what I expect to get done in this stream, and anything that doesn't get done will probably get in the next stream. We're starting to do software stuff, and because we're doing software stuff, we want like a good hardware setup. And so I have like an idea of what I want for good airflow. So it was just lagging, so I just gave it a second. For good airflow for the PC. So it's weird to me that modern personal PCs, they pull air from the bottom. The power supply pulls air from the bottom, but it doesn't really have a lot of space. I'm sorry, I'm going over to my computer here to see. It doesn't have a lot of space below it to pull air. And so, yeah, I'm just looking at the vents, right? So basically what we have is like, there's like this, the stream keeps lagging. I'm kind of worried about it. I need to check something. Yeah, so so like I was saying, you basically have a PC. The PC has sorry, I'm like, just my mind's turning. I'm thinking about things. You basically have the PC, and below the PC, right, there's the power supply at the back of the PC. And then below that, there is an air filter, and below that air filter is just whatever the PC is on, right? There's only like a couple inches or maybe less of clearance under for the power supply to suck in air, and for it to cool itself / maybe other components or whatever, and then because it's put the back. And so what I'm trying to do is increase the amount of clearance below the PC in order for the air to move, in order for air to be able to move in, right? So that there's air below the back of the PC where it's sucking in, and not just like, whatever PC stand it's on. So I'm just moved here. That's part of the next step. So I have an idea of what I want to do, and I want to build something that's really simple. It's basically just, I need a piece of plywood or like some to saw out a little space so that it can suck in air. But because I'm not going to be doing that quite yet, here's what I have. I have this thing, and this thing is like, those big metal storage things? Like, this basically will just slide down on 4 poles, and you'll have these stacked on top of each other, and that'll be storage. That's what this is. This is just one of those things that you would stack stuff on. And so I have 2 yoga blocks, and so the PC is going to sit on these yoga blocks on top of that thing. And sorry, I have to move this thing, so I'm just like figuring out. I have to move the monitor that you can see on screen right now. because that's what I'm using to view chat. But I got to move it forward, I think, some in order to put this thing down. Okay. Let's see if that'll work for now. So, basically we're using this, and maybe we'll have multiple things on it. It's a totally like, you know, it's a, what's the word? It's like it's a quick and dirty setup or whatever. But it will make the airflow better, or at least that's my theory. So, clearance here. Okay, so I want these, they're just yoga blocks, I think I said that. I want these yoga blocks to the very end. And then it is kind of tippy, which is not good. So I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to sort of support it with books. And I don't know how, I don't know how, I guess I can put this at the back. This is like, I don't actually want it to be sitting on this. I guess it is kind of, this is so bad. Want that if it tips down, that it doesn't tip down very far. Actually, this is almost perfect, which is, yeah, if I just put it like that. That's awesome. All right, so, but I am going to have that on the other side. And maybe I'll do it. This is such a funny setup. It's funny because this is the type of thing that, like, I know is going to get replaced in, like, pretty immediately. But in the meantime, it is useful. So I kind of just want to leave it like that. But let's see if I have a book that will fit well. Oops. That should work, right? It's a good setup on the right. Is there any other? Books are good, bad stands. Okay, that's good. So it's so all right. So now, for the PC. So just trying to get y'all a good view. I know it's kind of, you don't have the whole thing perfectly. And I'm not entirely sure if I can fix that at this moment. But you should get the concept if you listen to the audio. So, so now I have the PC, right? And I am putting it on. So I'm not gonna really flip it, but basically it's not this part, right? This is sort of the front, but if I slide down to the back is where the airflow needs to be good. So I can't have that right over the right over the, what's it called? The block. Defeats the whole purpose of what I'm doing, right? So I'm putting it right just over, so there's all this, like, you see now there's like, let's see how much clearance there is. There's 3 inches. Okay, so there's 3 extra inches of airflow space. And so I want this to get that benefit. So, all right, so that should be good. And I'm just thinking about where the monitors are going to go for this setup. May have to reconfigure things, but just trying to stay moving forward on this. Okay, so this is one monitor. We're going to need 2 monitors in order to set up the BIOS and like research how to set up the BIOS, and just like, I don't know, in general, like I think the 2 monitors might be helpful. So I guess this monitor can stay the same, and I'm going to put the other monitor, well, the other option is if I can fit the other monitor up here. I don't like part of the reason I don't want this to be a full-time solution is because I don't know, sitting on this metal bar is like doesn't feel right to me. I think it should be on something that's more flat. So I guess the other monitor could potentially go right there. Just trying to maximize the amount of clearance or space that I'll have right here for the other monitor. So I think I'm actually going to do cords before monitors. Usually, I mean, this one monitors are set up, but usually I think I would set up the monitors and then I would just like cords together, but I think for putting the cords, like, because they take less space and then I just have routing. So this monitor can be here, and I don't expect visuals to be great, but, well, actually, I suppose this monitor could be here, and this might make it easier. Yeah, okay, so now the monitors are right next to one another, and I have to figure out how to use these displays. So, hi, Rivi DD215. How's it going? What's going on? I'll type it in case you left him back real quick. I'll do that this time. So this screen that I'm using, it's designed to be portable, and it has these USB 3s, and then it also has what looks like a display port. 100%. It might be like a mini display, and then it has this big hole that looks like that's for audio. Looks like an audio port. So I'm gonna see if that's display port. I think that's too small. It might be mini display, and in that case, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to use. Where is my, what's it called? It should be with the graphics card. No, if that's a thing. Alright, I don't know where that is right now, but it's possible I have another one. So these USB-Cs, that should work for power. You're doing good? What's going on, Rivi? Tell me about your life. So this is USB-C. I'm wondering, can I power... The problem is I have to plug something into the graphics card. So this is what has to get plugged into this card. And so that's what I'm trying to... Uh-oh. I'm just doing a little bit of organizing because I'm like... I have this cable that came with one of my graphics cards that I want to see the other side of. I guess I could just unplug this one. It's just a bit of a hassle to that's 3 screws. I should have 4 screws. There's the 4th. Okay. It's a bit of a hassle to plug back into the monitor. It's a display. Oh, this doesn't want to unplug. Come on, man. Is it like... wondering if I need to unlatch something. Okay, that's just the monitor sliding down. Alright. This is so annoying. Alright. Time to take a step back. Move this. Oh, wow. Okay, I did need to push on something. To push on this little thing on this. Okay, so this is not going to plug into here. Yeah, no way. So that means in order to use this monitor, I am going to have to, in order to use this monitor, I'm going to have to, the current computer will have to use the portable monitor. In order for that to happen, I need a USB-C to HDMI. Or a USB-C to HD. Is that a HDMI? Whatever that's micro, small HDMI to HDMI. All right, it's a little bit of cord digging for a second. Okay, this is what's going to get used with this computer. That's power. This is additional power. This is USB-C to USB-C. I think I have USB-C on the box that I'm using right now. Yeah, not looking like it. So I'm just trying to keep these cables as they are or as they were. Is this a Dell screen? No, it's KYY, I guess. Trying to figure out what I wanted to use for a power supply for that. This is mostly like, it's kind of silly to be streaming right now, I guess, but it feels that way sometimes. You just don't know. Okay, so I do need a mouse, so I'm going to use this. I need another mouse and another keyboard. I already know which keyboard I'm going to use. Probably pull that out right now. Interesting. I don't know what that cable is. Okay, button here. Fixing that other screen is starting to look more appealing because where's my little sign? Put that there. Oh, right, this is not getting used either. Right, more cables to go through. I'm pretty confident that I have the cable. It's just like there's multiple. Right, USB-C to USB 3 adapter. That might actually work if that works as an input. I might lose the stream here at some point. Just chill now. Interesting. Alright, user USB-C to USB 3. That might be useful. I'm going to put this one aside. And that one came out of this bag. These are all like docking ports. It's USB. Right. Put that like that so that I can see it. And okay, what's in here? Huh, no, that's just, I don't know what this is. Wall charger to, it's interesting that it's circular. This is, yeah, okay, those are all the same. Those are more like phone things. So, oh, I think I might have just found the cable. It's not a part of what I was going through. A lot on my mind right now, so I'm not really, this might be useful. This is HDMI to Thunderbolt. This, I think, is actually what I used. Okay, so I used those two. And then go back here. Whoa. And some more HDMI and sort of app stuff. Okay. Apple cords. Okay, so, boom. Okay, so I might lose this screen for a second. These go in this one. I'm just trying to stay organized. And then this It's not something that I'm going to be using. I'm pretty confident. And so, okay, so I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this. I'm just sort of testing stuff. I'm going to give this thing power. Uh-oh, darn it. Lost chat for a second. Hold on. Okay. So this should give this power. I am worried that I'm not going to have enough power strip stuff. I guess I should. I may have to rearrange stuff, so I may have to end the stream. Where does this? Oh, that's sound. Okay, it's unplug sound. And I guess I could potentially route power to. I don't know. Actually, I can. But not. I shouldn't have to kill power. Because what is that cord? That cord. Does this cord fit here? The other question is, will this cord reach? Okay, that cord might not reach. So, see, will that fit there? I should have put light on. I'll give you all some light. Oh! Boom. Let there be light. Okay. Huh. Well, this should. I'm just trying to get everything good before it's harder to get everything good. This is the right now. This is the shortest power cable. So this is the shortest cable. So I'm just making. Oh, okay. I don't know. So much for the light, huh? Had light for a second. Okay. So then that's going to be powered. This is going to be powered. Everything's already powered there. If I need to, I can move that. So this is power to here. And then what are we running? We're running. So the first things first, I want to make sure this powers, and I expect that it will. Right? Like I'm expecting it. This is just gonna, because I've used it before. It's gonna start to make weird, flashy things. Yep, flashy colors. Okay, the flashy colors drive me nuts. But it's telling me that it's powered. So next. Okay, I'm about to lose chat for a second. Maybe longer, depending on if I mess this up. So the stream might end here. I guess we'll see. So then I'm going to plug this into here. And I'm going to plug my HDMI. Where is my HDMI? The computer has not liked this in the past, so I may lose chat for longer. Well, I'll have it, but I won't be able to talk. I won't be able to text. All right, so this is this. Let's see if this is going to work. I can no longer see chat. Uh-oh. Okay, that did not work. I want a light. Where did my light go? I must have put it away. So annoying. Okay. think this didn't work before, actually. I think I just can't use the green. The other option will be to turn the computer off and turn it on again. Turn the screen off and turn it on again. All right, turn the screen off. Turn it on again. Still nothing. Literally just pressing a button. What's annoying is that I got this screen working. Like, this screen will work like a Raspberry Pi or an SBC, but it won't apparently work with my computer. I'm going to turn my computer off and then turn it on again in the hopes it will initiate some sort of thing that makes it work, because the hardware plugs in. Why does it not work? I don't know. Maybe it's these adapters. See if anyone. Doesn't look like it. The screen just never works, man. Except for SBCs. Why does it work for SBCs? SBCs is straight HDMI. So I would have the same setup. Alright, yeah, we're calling this. This is not, that's not going to work at any rate. So if there was a plug that went from this to display, to like a display port thing, then I could use that for this, but I don't know if there is, so let me get chat back up on this computer. If I can, this is always. I guess like it's probably some sort of firmware thing. It's like because you wouldn't expect to use a portable screen, right? They built the screen for desktops, not for laptops, or for laptops, not for desktops, rather. So. Why? So it wouldn't work with a desktop. Dude. Okay. Find your way. What? I just break something? It's plugged in. I'm changing it to auto. No HDMI signal. Like it's funny that popped off as soon as I plugged it in. Okay, do I have to unplug it? Now I'm worried I like bricked my LCD. Wouldn't be the worst thing. It's not like, but it's certainly. Okay. Okay, so now I'm looking for a cord that goes I have to have some way to plug into the graphics card, because that's how I get a display from the PC that we just built. And I don't know how to do that. I have a feeling this one just won't work with desktops. I will look right now because I am going to look because I think it's worth it to try. However, I'm not hopeful. I don't think I love these. What is that? That's... I think I'm going to call it a stream. I may have to get another monitor this way, or I'm going to have... The other option would be to move a bunch of stuff to have something I could use. It's just not convenient. USB-C to USB 3. Okay, I think that's it for right now. If you have any questions or ideas, especially about how to connect that, if that's like something that can be solved, please let me know. I'm not hopeful. My options are to fix this other monitor over here, or to, I don't know, use something else. I don't know. I guess I need to think about it. But I look forward to seeing you in the next one. You'll be figuring this out, or maybe I'll just not be then, and we'll just start setting up the BIOS. All right. Wish you all the best.